Imagine a river so vast it looks like a moving sea. This is the Amazon, a world teeming with life and mystery. Stretching across 9 countries, the Amazon is a living, breathing entity. Its river, the mightiest on Earth, is the lifeblood of this green ocean. Here, adventure and discovery await, in a place where nature's power inspires awe. For a very long time, the Amazon rainforest has been called the lungs of our planet. This is a powerful image that helps us understand its importance. Like our own lungs, the Amazon breathes. It takes in a huge amount of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, a gas that is warming our world. Through the process of photosynthesis, the billions of trees in the forest use sunlight to convert this carbon dioxide into the energy they need to grow. As a result of this magical process, they release oxygen back into the air. This is the very oxygen that we, and countless other creatures, need to breathe and to live. While the exact percentage of the world's oxygen produced by the Amazon is still debated by scientists, its role is undeniable. It is a vast, green engine that helps to keep our planet's atmosphere in balance. It stores enormous quantities of carbon in its trees, its soil, and its other vegetation, keeping it locked away and out of the atmosphere where it could cause harm. When we look at the Amazon, we are not just seeing a forest, we are seeing a global climate regulator. Its health is directly linked to the health of our entire planet, influencing weather patterns far beyond the borders of South America. The sheer size of the Amazon makes its role even more critical. Spanning over 5.5 million square kilometers, it is the largest tropical rainforest on Earth. This immense scale means that its impact is felt globally. The moisture it releases into the atmosphere can affect rainfall in places as far away as the United States. It is a key part of the Earth's systems, like a giant heart that pumps life-giving water and air around the globe. The forest's ability to absorb carbon dioxide makes it one of our greatest allies in the fight against climate change, a natural solution that has been working for millions of years. Therefore, protecting the Amazon is not just about saving trees or animals in a distant land. It is about protecting a system that helps to keep our entire world habitable. It is about safeguarding the quality of the air we all breathe and maintaining the stability of the climate we all depend on. The description of the Amazon as our planet's lungs is more than just a metaphor, it is a profound truth. It reminds us that our own well-being is intricately connected to the fate of this magnificent life-giving forest, and we have a shared responsibility to ensure it continues to breathe. The Amazon is a treasure chest of life, a place of staggering biodiversity. Home to 1 in 10 of all known species on Earth, it bursts with vibrant plants, insects, fish, and birds. From the smallest insect to the largest predator, every creature thrives in this complex environment. Many species are found nowhere else on the planet. You might see a morpho butterfly, or hear a toucan's call. The Amazon's rich biodiversity is both beautiful and vital, holding secrets that could benefit us all. The Amazon may seem like a distant, faraway place, a wild world that has little to do with our daily lives in cities and towns. However, the truth is that the fate of this great forest is connected to every single one of us, no matter where we live. Its influence stretches far beyond its physical borders, touching our lives in ways we might not even realize. The products we use, the air we breathe, and the climate we experience are all linked to the health of the Amazon. It is a global treasure, and its future is a matter of global concern, a responsibility that we all share. Think about the rain that falls in your region. The Amazon is a gigantic water pump, releasing billions of liters of moisture into the atmosphere every day through its trees. This process creates flying rivers, vast currents of water vapor in the air that travel for thousands of kilometers. These flying rivers influence weather patterns across the Americas and beyond, contributing to the rainfall that farmers depend on to grow our food. The stability of our food supply, from the coffee in our cups to the soybeans used in many products, is therefore indirectly linked to the well-being of the Amazon rainforest. Furthermore, the Amazon is a vast library of genetic information. The incredible biodiversity it holds is a resource of incalculable value. For centuries, indigenous peoples have used the forest plants for medicine, food, and shelter. Modern science has also turned to the Amazon, discovering compounds in its plants that have led to treatments for diseases like cancer and malaria. As so many species remain undiscovered, the forest represents a pool of potential solutions to some of humanity's most pressing challenges, from new medicines to more sustainable materials. Protecting the forest means protecting this potential for future generations. Ultimately, the Amazon is a powerful symbol of our planet's health and a reminder of our place within the natural world. Its struggles are our struggles. The threats it faces, such as deforestation and climate change, are challenges that affect us all. When we learn about the Amazon, we learn about the delicate balance of life on Earth. We see how interconnected everything is. The story of the Amazon is not just a story about trees and animals, it is our story. It is the story of our shared home and the future we will all create together. The Amazon rainforest is more than a collection of trees. It's a powerful force that helps regulate Earth's climate. Acting as a giant green engine, the Amazon absorbs carbon dioxide, releases oxygen, and stores carbon in its trees and soil. This vital process slows climate change and shapes weather patterns across the globe. Protecting the Amazon means protecting our planet's future. Its fate is deeply connected to our own. Imagine a river so powerful it flows through the sky. The Amazon rainforest acts as a gigantic water pump, drawing water from the soil and releasing it into the air. This creates flying rivers of vapor that bring rain to cities and farms across South America. Protecting the Amazon means protecting water for millions across the continent and beyond. The Amazon rainforest is the world's greatest expression of life. Its staggering biodiversity includes more plant and animal species than any other place on Earth. From the forest floor to the canopy, every niche teems with unique creatures. This living laboratory holds millions of years of evolutionary history. Protecting this treasure chest of life ensures its wonder and diversity endure for generations. Deep within the green labyrinth of the Amazon lies one of the world's most valuable and largely untapped natural pharmacies. For thousands of years, the indigenous peoples who live in the forest have relied on its incredible plant diversity for their health and well-being. They possess a profound knowledge of the medicinal properties of the local flora, passed down through countless generations. These traditional healers know which leaves can soothe a fever, which bark can treat an infection, and which roots can relieve pain. This ancient wisdom is a testament to the long and intimate relationship between humans and the forest, a relationship built on respect and deep understanding. This traditional knowledge is not based on superstition. It is based on centuries of careful observation and experimentation. Modern science is now beginning to recognize the immense value of this ethnobotanical knowledge. Researchers have learned that many of the plants used in traditional Amazonian medicine contain powerful chemical compounds. These compounds have become the basis for some of our most important modern medicines. For example, a substance derived from the curare vine, traditionally used by hunters to make poison darts, is now used as a muscle relaxant in surgery. This is just one of many examples of how the forest's secrets have benefited global health. The potential of the Amazon as a source of new medicines is truly vast. With over 40,000 plant species, the vast majority of which have never been chemically analyzed, the forest represents a huge unexplored frontier for medical discovery. Scientists believe that somewhere in the dense undergrowth or high canopy, there could be plants holding the cures for diseases like cancer, Alzheimer's, or HIV. Every time a section of the rainforest is destroyed, we risk losing not just unique species but also the potential for groundbreaking medical treatments that could save millions of lives. The Amazon is a living library of chemical solutions, and we have only read the first few pages. Therefore, protecting the Amazon is also an investment in the future of human health. By working with indigenous communities and supporting scientific research, we can learn more about the incredible healing properties of the forest's plants. This is not about exploiting the forest, but about learning from it in a sustainable and respectful way. The pharmacy of the forest is a precious resource that belongs to the entire world. Preserving it means ensuring that future generations will have the opportunity to discover the life-saving secrets that are still waiting to be found within this magnificent green world. The Amazon rainforest plays another hidden but critically important role for our planet. It is a massive carbon vault. For millions of years, as the forest has grown, it has been absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. This carbon is not just stored temporarily. It becomes locked into the very structure of the forest ecosystem. It is held in the giant trunks of ancient trees, in the complex network of roots that spread through the soil, in the fallen leaves that decompose on the forest floor, and in the rich, dark earth itself. Scientists estimate that the Amazon basin stores between 150 and 200 billion metric tons of carbon, which is a colossal amount. This stored carbon represents a huge service to the global climate. By keeping this vast quantity of carbon locked away, the Amazon helps to keep our planet's temperature stable. If all of this carbon were to be released into the atmosphere, it would have a catastrophic effect on global warming, accelerating climate change to a level that would be devastating for all life on Earth. The amount of carbon stored in the Amazon is equivalent to decades' worth of human-caused emissions. The forest acts as a giant natural barrier, preventing this carbon from entering the atmosphere and disrupting the delicate balance of our climate system. However, this carbon vault is not perfectly secure. The greatest threat to it is deforestation. When trees are cut down and burned to clear land for farming or cattle ranching, the carbon that was stored within them for centuries is released back into the atmosphere almost instantly. This process turns the Amazon from a carbon sink, which absorbs carbon, into a carbon source, which releases it. In some parts of the Amazon, especially along its eastern and southern edges, this is already happening. The forest that once helped to protect us from climate change is now, in some areas, contributing to the problem due to human activity. This makes the protection of the standing forest more urgent than ever. Every tree that remains standing is a small carbon vault, doing its part to keep our climate stable. Protecting the Amazon is one of the most effective and natural ways we have to combat climate change. It is not a technological solution that needs to be invented. It is a living system that has been performing this function for millennia. We must do everything we can to ensure that the Amazon's vast carbon vault remains locked, preserving the integrity of the forest and safeguarding the stability of the global climate for all of us. The Amazon's true power lies in its unseen connections between trees, animals, people, and the climate. Every creature, from fungi to monkeys, plays a part in this intricate web of life. The health of the forest shapes the health of our planet. Like a heart, the Amazon pumps life-giving resources through the world. Its steady beat is vital to us all. The Amazon rainforest is alive with a constant symphony. Howler monkeys roar, insects chirp, and birds call, creating a vibrant soundscape. Flashes of iridescent blue morpho butterflies and the vivid feathers of macaws paint the green canvas with color. Poison dart frogs display electric hues, warning predators to stay away. Every sound and color is a survival strategy. Songs attract mates, colors warn or camouflage, and flowers lure pollinators. The competition for attention is fierce. Every creature must stand out or blend in to survive. Exploring the Amazon is a feast for the senses, a world where life expresses itself with unmatched intensity. The forest's sensory richness is a testament to its extraordinary diversity and evolutionary creativity. In the Amazon, survival often means disappearing. Stick insects mimic twigs, katydids become leaves, and jaguars vanish in dappled shadows. Camouflage isn't just for hiding. Predators like vine snakes and jaguars use it to ambush prey. Mimicry adds another layer. Harmless snakes copy the colors of venomous ones, gaining protection by association. This web of deception is a high-stakes evolutionary game, where every creature is both hunter and hunted. The forest is full of hidden dramas. Predators blend in, prey vanish, and lookalikes fool even the sharpest eyes. These adaptations reveal the Amazon's constant struggle for survival, where nothing is ever quite as it seems. To truly see the Amazon, you must look closer and question every shape and shadow. The Amazon is a vertical world, with most life thriving high in the sunlit canopy. Monkeys swing with prehensile tails, sloths hang in slow motion, and toucans reach fruit on the thinnest branches. Harpy eagles soar above, while hummingbirds hover, pollinating flowers in midair. The treetops are a noisy, colorful city, full of competition, cooperation, and constant movement. This aerial kingdom is fragile. Deforestation fragments the canopy, trapping animals and threatening their survival. Protecting the Amazon means preserving this interconnected highway of branches and the life it supports. The canopy is the true heart of the rainforest's diversity. The Amazon's rivers and flooded forests are teeming with life, more freshwater fish species than anywhere else on Earth. Pink river dolphins navigate murky waters, arapaimas gulp air, and black caimans rule as apex predators. Piranhas clean the rivers while electric eels stun prey with powerful shocks. Each year, floods turn forest into water world. Fish swim among trees, feeding on fallen fruit, dispersing seeds. This annual cycle is vital, blending land and water into a single dynamic ecosystem. The Amazon's aquatic world is as rich and complex as its forests, shaped by the rhythm of rising and falling waters. Here, survival depends on adapting to a world in constant flux. The Amazon is a kingdom of plants. 40,000 species, from towering kapok to delicate mosses, form the forest's living architecture. Trees race for sunlight, lianas climb, and leaves develop drip tips to shed rain. Plants and animals are partners. Agudas crack Brazil nuts, burying seeds for new trees. Giant water lilies float on rivers, blooming at night. Every plant is an adaptation. Some for light, some for water, some for survival in the dense green world. Plants are the rainforest's engine, producing oxygen, food, and shelter for all. Many hold secrets for medicine and science, a living library of natural solutions. The Amazon's plant diversity is a reminder. This world is built by and for the green life that sustains it. While the Amazon is famous for its large and charismatic animals like jaguars and monkeys, the true rulers of the rainforest are its smallest inhabitants, the insects and other invertebrates. They may be small, but their numbers are astronomical, and their collective impact is immense. It is estimated that there are 2.5 million species of insects in the Amazon, and they perform some of the most critical jobs in the ecosystem. From pollinating flowers and dispersing seeds to decomposing dead material and serving as food for countless other animals, these small giants are the essential workers that keep the entire forest running smoothly and efficiently. Among the most important of these small giants are the ants. The Amazon is home to thousands of ant species, and they are everywhere. One of the most remarkable is the leafcutter ant. You can often see long, disciplined lines of these ants marching across the forest floor, each one carrying a piece of a leaf like a green sail. They do not eat the leaves themselves. Instead, they take them underground to their massive nests, where they use the leaf fragments to cultivate a special type of fungus, which is their primary food source. They are, in essence, tiny farmers, and their activities help to enrich the soil and prune the vegetation. The world of Amazonian insects is also filled with incredible beauty and strange adaptations. There are beetles with metallic, jewel-like shells that shimmer in the light, and caterpillars that have evolved to look exactly like venomous snakes to scare off predators. The glass-winged butterfly has wings that are almost completely transparent, allowing it to blend into any background and become nearly invisible. These countless forms and strategies are a result of millions of years of evolution in a highly competitive environment, leading to a level of diversity that is almost beyond comprehension. Every log you turn over and every leaf you inspect could reveal a species new to science. The health of the Amazon is inextricably linked to the health of its insect populations. They are the foundation of the food web. Without them, the birds, frogs, lizards, and even some mammals would starve. They are the great recyclers, breaking down dead wood and leaves and returning vital nutrients to the soil so that new plants can grow. These small creatures are the unsung heroes of the rainforest. Their tireless work, happening mostly unseen, is what sustains the entire magnificent structure of the Amazon. They are proof that in nature size is no measure of importance and the smallest beings can have the greatest power. Long before explorers arrived, the Amazon rainforest was already home to hundreds of indigenous groups. These original inhabitants developed unique cultures, languages, and traditions, deeply connected to the forest. Their societies are as rich and varied as the rainforest itself. Despite immense challenges, many have fought to protect their culture and land. The first inhabitants of the Amazon are living cultures, with much to teach us about respect for the natural world. For the indigenous peoples of the Amazon, the rainforest is everything: home, supermarket, pharmacy, and more. Their lives are deeply connected to the cycles of the forest and river, relying on traditional hunting, fishing, and small-scale farming. They take only what they need, respecting nature's balance. This partnership with the land has sustained them for generations, offering a model of true harmony with nature. For the indigenous peoples of the Amazon, the forest is not just a place for survival, it is sacred, alive, and filled with spirits. Shamans guide their communities, connecting with these spirits through rituals and stories. Myths teach respect for nature, reminding everyone that humans are just one part of a vast, interconnected world. This spiritual bond inspires deep care and protection for the Amazon. The indigenous peoples of the Amazon are living libraries of ancient knowledge passed down through generations. They know the plants, animals, and cycles of the rainforest intimately, using this wisdom to live sustainably and heal with nature's pharmacy. Their deep understanding makes them the forest's most effective guardians, and supporting their rights is vital to protecting the Amazon's future. The world of the Amazon's indigenous peoples is changing rapidly and dramatically. For centuries they have lived in relative isolation, but today the outside world is encroaching on their lands and their way of life from all sides. The construction of new roads, the expansion of cattle ranching and soy plantations, and the activities of illegal miners and loggers are destroying the forest that is the foundation of their culture and survival. These external pressures are creating unprecedented challenges for communities that have lived in balance with their environment for millennia. They are now fighting a battle for their very existence on the front lines of global development. This encroachment brings with it a host of new problems. Deforestation destroys the hunting grounds and the areas where they gather food and medicinal plants. The pollution from mining, particularly the use of mercury in gold mining, poisons the rivers, killing the fish and contaminating the water that people drink. Contact with outsiders can also introduce diseases to which they have no immunity, with devastating consequences. Furthermore, the push for economic development often ignores the rights of indigenous peoples to their ancestral lands, leading to violent conflicts and the displacement of entire communities from the only home they have ever known. In addition to these external threats, indigenous communities also face internal challenges. As young people have more contact with the outside world through schools, towns, and technology, there is a risk that they may lose interest in their traditional culture and language. The ancient knowledge held by the elders is in danger of being lost if it is not passed down to the next generation. Many communities are grappling with how to embrace the benefits of the modern world, such as healthcare and education, without sacrificing their unique identity and their deep connection to the forest. It is a difficult and delicate balancing act. Despite these immense pressures, the indigenous peoples of the Amazon are not passive victims. They are resilient and resourceful, and they are fighting back to protect their future. They are organizing themselves, forming alliances, and using modern technology like GPS mapping and drones to monitor their territories and expose illegal deforestation. They are taking their case to national governments and international courts, demanding that their rights be respected. They are leaders in the global environmental movement, reminding the world that protecting the Amazon is not just about saving trees and animals, but about justice, human rights, and preserving the rich cultural heritage of its first peoples. The Amazon rainforest is vanishing at an alarming rate. Driven by deforestation for agriculture and logging, vast areas of vibrant forest are reduced to barren land. This loss destroys habitats, releases carbon, and threatens biodiversity. The Amazon's disappearance is a global crisis, one we must act on before it's too late. Agriculture is a leading driver of Amazon deforestation. Vast areas are cleared for cattle ranches and soy plantations, leaving green scars visible from space. Forests are cut, burned, and replaced by pasture or monoculture crops, destroying biodiversity and releasing carbon. This cycle threatens the Amazon's future, alters the water cycle, and makes the forest more vulnerable to fire. Fire is not a natural part of the Amazon's ecosystem. The rainforest is so humid that large fires are rare, unless set by people. Today, most Amazon fires are intentionally started to clear land for agriculture. These fires often burn out of control, destroying wildlife, homes, and releasing greenhouse gases. The fires of destruction threaten the very future of the Amazon. The Amazon's rivers, lifeblood of the forest, are under threat. Illegal gold mining releases toxic mercury, poisoning water and wildlife. Agricultural runoff and untreated sewage further pollute these vital waters, harming fish, river dolphins, and people. The effects are devastating, especially for indigenous communities who depend on clean water. Protecting the Amazon means protecting its precious and increasingly poisoned waters. Perfect. Beyond the immediate visible threats of chainsaws and fires, a larger and more insidious danger looms over the Amazon global climate change. The rainforest is both a victim and a potential contributor to this global crisis. The rising temperatures and changing weather patterns caused by human-induced climate change are putting immense stress on the Amazonian ecosystem. Scientists have observed that dry seasons are becoming longer and more intense, and extreme weather events, such as severe droughts and powerful storms, are becoming more frequent. The forest, which is adapted to a stable, wet climate, is struggling to cope with these new and unpredictable conditions. During severe droughts, millions of trees can die from lack of water. This not only releases the carbon stored in those trees, but also reduces the forest's overall ability to absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. A weaker forest is also a more flammable one. The dry, dead vegetation acts as fuel, dramatically increasing the risk of widespread fires that can permanently damage the ecosystem. Climate change is therefore creating a dangerous feedback loop. As the world gets warmer, the Amazon becomes weaker and more prone to damage, and a damaged Amazon is less able to help regulate the climate, leading to even more warming. This changing climate also threatens the incredible biodiversity of the Amazon. Many species of plants and animals have evolved to live within a very specific range of temperature and rainfall. As these conditions change, they may be unable to adapt quickly enough. Some species might try to migrate to cooler, higher altitude areas, but their path may be blocked by deforestation or natural barriers. This could lead to a wave of extinctions as species are trapped in habitats that are no longer suitable for them. The intricate web of life, where species depend on each other for pollination, seed dispersal, and food, could begin to unravel. The shadow of climate change shows us that the Amazon is not an isolated system. Its fate is inextricably linked to our global actions. The carbon emissions from cars, factories, and power plants around the world are having a direct impact on the health of this distant vital forest. At the same time, the fate of the Amazon will have a profound impact on the future of our climate. Protecting the Amazon is therefore one of the most critical actions we can take to combat climate change. It requires us to think globally, recognizing that our choices, wherever we live, have consequences that reach into the very heart of our planet. The Amazon faces a dangerous tipping point. Deforestation, fires, and climate change threaten to transform vast rainforest into dry savanna. If we lose too much forest, the damage could be irreversible, impacting wildlife, indigenous peoples, and the global climate. We are at a crucial moment. The choices we make now will decide the Amazon's fate. We must act decisively to protect this global treasure before it's too late. The Amazon is the beating heart of our planet, home to breathtaking biodiversity, ancient cultures, and the source of the air and water that sustain us all. Yet, it faces grave threats from deforestation and climate change. Its fate is our fate. The story of the Amazon is our story, one of awe, urgency, and a shared responsibility to protect this irreplaceable world. The Amazon story is not just one of threats, but of hope and resilience. Across the basin, scientists, indigenous peoples, and communities unite to protect this vital ecosystem. Their courage and collaboration inspire a global movement for conservation and human rights. Together, we weave a tapestry of hope for the Amazon and our world. The Amazon's future is a shared responsibility. Our choices, what we buy, how we live, and the causes we support can protect this vital forest. By living sustainably, supporting conservation, and raising our voices, we help safeguard the Amazon for future generations. We are all part of one global ecosystem, and together our actions can create powerful change. The Amazon's majesty and fragility remind us of our responsibility. It is the heart of our planet, a living library of wonder and life. The future is not yet written. Let us choose renewal, respect, and action, so the next chapter is one of hope, healing, and life. The Amazon is calling. The future depends on us.